What is up, everybody? Look who we got in the booth tonight.
Hello,
we
B
got
Million.
the one, the only B Million.
That's me.
It is Tuesday night. We are here with Rubber City Poker. As you can see, I'm Trevor Greenwald, next to the one and only
Bobby B Million Miller.
You've asked for him. We finally got him in here. Special circumstance tonight. We actually have Cream Pie, Paul Boston, and Suda Dan Cratton playing in the game tonight. So
what a treat.
We had to go to the bullpen tonight.
What a treat.
I was like,
I can't wait.
Like, hey, Bob, you want to get in the booth tonight? He goes, sure, yes. Of course I will.
Absolutely.
So glad you guys are all here with us. We have another exciting 1-2 game for you tonight. I think actually we're going to be starting off maybe a little short-handed. I think we're maybe starting 7-hand or so, but it's going to be another great game. Last week we had 2-5 with Bart Hansen. This week we're dropping back down to 1-2. This is your everyday casino trip kind of people, you know. No pros, nothing like that, but we have a bunch of good players, a lot of different styles. So with that in mind, Bob, you got anything to say? You want to say hi to all your fans out there?
Hi, fans. I'm ready to get this action started.
Awesome. Well, let's send it down to the table and introduce the players.
B Mill hype. Sorry. Okay.
All right. Sitting there in seat 2, aka seat 1, is Brent. This is Brent's third or fourth trip on the table, so best luck to him. He brought it for $400 tonight. Next to him is a guy you know and love. It's not unsuited Dan. It's suited Dan. Suited Dan crafted, and he bought it for $300. Let's wish him the best of luck. Next to Dan is Chris. Chris played in our game. I want to say like 3 weeks ago or so. Like he's one of our bigger winners. And don't let Chris's age fool you. He plays like the young guys. And Chris bought it for $500 tonight. Next to Chris is our main man, Cooch. Cooch hype. Oh, yeah, he's just so less like nonchalant. But Cooch bought it for $500 tonight. Wish him the best of luck as well. Next to Cooch is Zach. This is Zach's, I think, third time in a row on the show. So becoming quite the regular around here. And Zach also bought it for the max of $500. Next to Zach is Tammy. Tammy's also a regular on the show. She's been on, let's say, 5 or 6 times now. So best of luck to her. Next to her is our homeboy Cream Pie, Mr. Paul Boston. He plays quite a bit, so I'm so excited to see him play on the table tonight. And he bought it for $300 as well. So nice mix of players tonight. A lot of familiar faces and faces that are usually much closer to me. But with that said, we got Jerry sitting down, getting ready to rock and roll. We're gonna shuffle up and deal.
How exciting!
I see some regs in the chat already.
Where they at?
What's
up? Mr. Craig Poulin.
What's up, Craig? We got Craig. We got Chris. It's gonna be an exciting game, guys. I'm excited to see how our fellow commentators play out there.
Yeah.
It's easy sitting back here and saying I can see all the cards. I play perfectly.
Well, I'm gonna feel like a genius. I tell you that.
It's hard not to.
I mean,
unless you're hanging out with Bart, then he does a really good job of making you feel like an idiot.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have the best reads right now. I mean, just saying.
And if you guys can hear, there apparently is a gigantic thunderstorm outside, which makes me wonder, did I close my sunroof?
You did not, and I was gonna tell you before we started.
It was only
sunroof's open.
It's only cracked open, so
sorry about
we'll
that.
see how that goes. Looks like Mark makes it the unconventional 8 under the gun, and
well,
Zach actually had a really tough session in our 2-5 game, and he something's can't be right here.
I have no clue what this is.
I'm guessing it's heads up. I'm thinking that
I feel like the thunderstorm might have affected these raises.
So anywho, so Mark raised under the gun. Zach 3-bet straight away. Rest of the table fold, and here we are heads up.
He's getting that party started, and that's how you do it at 1-2, folks. Just a little raise, and you take the pot.
I think he's gonna leave. He's just a little hit and run.
That's it.
He's gonna take off now.
He's gonna use the old "I left my sunroof open" excuse.
Maybe it's not getting wet. Toby, I need your help.
Yeah, Toby cracks me up.
What's up, Vapor Geek? Virginia Poker Geek, not a Vapor Geek. Yeah, thanks for liking the Periscope thing. That was something we tried out new tonight, and I'm glad you tuned in.
Could it also be Vapoker Geek? Vapoker Geek? I don't know.
I liked Vapor Geek better. I like to picture him just like sitting out on a patio, just vaping away.
Looks like we have who's in seat 2 or 1? There's a stack.
That is gonna be Carl or Dawn, I believe. I think Mark took Carl's spot. It's a hot seat to get. But I think Don's probably in a flood somewhere right now because it sounds like it's seriously
I
raining
don't know
so hard.
how he's gonna get here on that scooter. Honestly.
What's up, Donkey Darren? Thanks for tuning in, my man. If you guys remember, Darren was the victim of a very crazy hand where he had the ace high flush versus the straight flush.
I watched that hand live and I was sick to my stomach.
Just,
I was like,
if you were in my
$1,200 pot.
seat, after Darren got knocked out, you missed your stomach because Darren came back here and mooned me.
Okay. I saw the reaction of that, but I didn't actually get to see the goods.
Yeah, I think I got pink eye.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. Man, I'm so excited to be in here. This is great. I'm usually hiding, text chatting our viewers. Now you can look at my beautiful face.
So Chris is up and down here. And if I remember correctly, Chris, he does not mess around. Like if he has any piece of it, he's either not folding or he's gonna be one doing all the betting. So
I think he has that philosophy. He just wants to get his whole stack in there as quickly as possible.
By this point, it doesn't even matter. It was just crap. It's like tilted, not open.
The old check. Now what to do if he loses?
Interesting spot. I mean, I think if you're gonna bet that flop, I think a lot of jacks probably check raise there. I mean, I think you can get a lot of marginal hands to fold, but obviously now Chris is in quite the pickle.
I didn't see what happened on the flop. Did Chris bet and then
it went check bet call?
Check bet call, and then the turn he's just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna slow down a little bit.
He goes, I didn't like that call one bit.
I like that call. I'm gonna see what happens on the river. So maybe I can hit the nuts and then I'll take the money.
Right. I mean, it has to be semi-buffing, because then if you're semi-buffing and you get there, the pots are gigantic for you to slide your way.
I mean, you know, some people prefer the smaller pot, you know? I just want to grab a quick $25 and then just move on to the next hand.
Yeah. Zach can already buy like 78 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, that's true.
If you go to Yankee Stadium, can you imagine what those people say to like the Boston players?
The good old Yankee Stadium chat.
I mean, it's pretty typical. I mean, that's usually what I would lead off with when talking to strangers.
I mean, sports is always a good thing to bring up.
He's okay, right? We check him down.
I usually tend to stay a little more vulgar things, but it keeps the conversation going.
He was much more gracious than I.
I'm happy to be in the booth, but I'm also sad that I don't get to really focus on the chat now and
It's okay. You're good at multitasking.
I guess I can just talk to them.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it all. I mean, they hear you like 15 seconds later.
What's the 8 raise? Is this the new standard at Poker on Air?
Dude, it's somewhat. I always try to do that. Like, if I feel like I have like a really bad table, and I can tell, and I can see that they're gonna like try to copy me. I also make like really obnoxious things happen. Like,
yeah,
just so everyone else will play really, really poorly.
I agree. At the
like,
shoe,
like you set a precedence.
I would just raise to like $22 sometimes, like, and just do that over and over. Like, if the table was just folding a lot, I would just keep doing it. Just like, somebody's gonna call me eventually.
Well, also you know why you're doing it, but somebody's gonna start copying you, and they're not gonna know why you're doing it, and they're just gonna make more mistakes.
Right. They're gonna say $22. That's the raise at this table. So I guess I'm gonna raise $22 with my garbage.
Exactly.
But
So
it's suited.
So it looks like cream pie flops the good goods with the 3-6s, leads out, and can get any bit of action.
I love to see that cream pie flopping the old set there. I mean, he deserves it.
So if we had a picture of cream pie eating cream pie, is that considered like cannibalism?
I think it's like a creamception. Maybe
A cream session? Like
no, creamception. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that joke was like a creamception. I had to go within the joke within the joke there.
You could get cream pie eating a cream pie, holding a sign of Rajiv eating a cream pie. That would just Yeah, I mean, Toby knows what's up.
Toby definitely knows what's up. What's up, Rick Herman? We are definitely glad you're in the house. So thanks for hanging out with us. I was gonna say Brent's never folding.
Yeah, I would have been quite shocked.
If his cards add up to 20, there's like 0 chance.
You're right. I think I've actually played with him a few times. I don't remember when though. Does he play in APL?
No, I'm trying to think if you ever would have played with him.
I feel like I've played with him somewhere. Who haven't I played with though, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, Zach called with 3s. I thought Zach made it 15 with 3s.
So it was Cooch that raised it up?
Yeah, Cooch made it 15 with a king 8 and a cutoff.
I mean, I like his style. Why not? Just want to eliminate all the garbage hands. Well, not all the garbage hands.
You want some of them to hang around. You want worse to call, better to fold, which is going to happen a lot of times when you make it 15 with king 8.
The only thing that stinks now is he has Zach behind him.
With the purest of position.
The purest. So pure, my eyes are bleeding.
Wow.
Okay, maybe not that.
Uh-oh.
Look who arrived.
Hot off the bus, it's Carl. And I'm actually going to show you a person that I think looks just like Carl, and I'm going to see if I can do that here in a minute and figure out how to show our viewers. So Chris came along too, huh? Bet and a call.
I mean, I feel like Chris has not come to fold.
No.
I mean, he's here to play. And
he didn't come here to play school like Cardell Jones.
I mean, if he has any part, he's gonna just stay there all the way. Let's ride that bad boy to the river.
Now it definitely looks like Mark is representing an overpair here, and he's actually betting right now to get all draws and 5s to fold. So let's see if. I
think it really depends on what Zach does here. If Chris is gonna call, I feel like he's like geared up to call already, and now he's like, no, not gonna have it. Not gonna have it.
At least Chris didn't compound his.
And just call because he.
Funnily enough, oh, there it is. Funnily enough, that Chris actually had the best hand, but as we see now that Zach gets there. This is not a good card for Mark to bluff.
I was going to say, I don't know about this bluff on the river. I mean...
A lot of ace-high flush draws are probably calling, and now they just made a pair in the river. Wow, it's a big bet.
That, though, I mean, that's kind of... if he didn't have what he has, I mean, that's kind of a scary bet. It's like, give me the money type of bet.
Oh, it's not as big as I thought it was. I thought it was like 180, 190, so 125.
Yeah, it's kind of it's actually pretty awesome, but it's unfortunate for him.
I thought he had more greens in there.
He's thinking how the heck?
All in and out.
How the heck can I get this money?
Mark,
and he does his traditional
typical
sleep. Folks, he's not dead. He's still breathing.
Good night.
One of these times, Zach's gonna really pass out, and we're just gonna sit here.
Well, yeah.
He's taking
the funny thing is, 2 weeks ago, he had been awake for like 48 straight hours. So that would have been very
Maybe
possible.
He's still recovering from that.
It's very possible.
Mark's thinking about how many hands he can beat with his king high here. I'm just kidding. He's just showboating. He doesn't want Zach to know that he's messing around. And yes, it is Bobby Miller, Michael.
Yeah, Ryan C. and I were in Somerville's chat. I want to say a couple weeks ago on a Sunday. I saw him in there. Said, "What's up?"
Love the game. Says, "Why all in?" Well, I mean, if he's perceiving Mark's bet as a value bet on the river, like he has the goods or some form of goods, he's gonna try to get as much money as possible.
I also think it's confusing. If you have a really strong hand, why aren't you value betting? So when you go all in, it looks a lot more bluffy.
Yeah, I mean,
what is Mark's hand reading incorrectly?
Now I'm getting confused. Like I don't know if he's like trying to make some type of hero call or something, like just knowing that. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what he would actually be thinking about. I thought he was just Hollywooding and just trying to make it look like.
Hey,
know.
Tony or anyone that can hear me, we should see if we can check Mark's hand to see if it's reading correctly.
Yeah, I mean,
so we have King 8 suited, but the way he's tanking here does not make any bit of sense.
Unless he's really thinking about
Is Mark checking to see if he has pants on? Zach, you got
what
pants?
size pants are those? Where'd you get them from? All right. I don't like the look of those pants.
Nope, there you go.
I'm out of here. Yeah, can we? I would like to. I'm very curious.
Just have Mark come over and whisper.
Mark's like, wait a minute. Did I have King 8? I didn't realize I had King 8. I thought I had a pair.
I mean, Zach's hand obviously is reading correctly.
Putting it on a boom camera. Let's see.
On that boom, boom, boom.
It's very interesting. I'm kind of a little intrigued.
Yeah, we'll see what Tony has to say in the chat once he.
That's
once
right,
he-
Craig.
once
Cooch
he-
was Hollywood, and I don't really know honestly.
If he's Hollywood, I think so. I think we can agree that he's
I
Hollywood.
mean, no, I know he's Hollywood. I'm still like kind of confused. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. Like Cooch, like he doesn't want to look stupid. Obviously, no one wants to look stupid, especially when you lose that much money in one hand. But at the same time, like for him to sit there and tank for that long with King 8 doesn't quite make sense.
Either way, I love it. I love everything about it.
All right, let me see if I can find this picture of this dude that Carl looks like.
And then Mark is instantly rewarded for his tank. Oh, here it says. I thought I showed one as a club. Oh, look at this. Mark raising, Tammy with the 1 pip under. It's unfortunate for all you Tammy fans, but we'll see what happens.
I think Tammy.
And Brent's in there, obviously, with the 2-6. I mean, how can you fold?
It's not impossible.
Whoever wants it gets it. What do you think about Mark's check on this flop? 10-4-4. He's got ace queen.
Those are the hands. Those are the flops I love to attack.
Those are the flops I live for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're just you just find out really quick, and yeah, you might get called by some flush draws, but
I mean, luckily for
you had the ace of
him,
diamonds.
Tammy has ace jack, so she can call the turn.
Looking for a jack or a king. That's not gonna do it.
Now let's see how much he can squeeze out of her.
See, this is where I think we've seen in other cases where people get scared and they check.
Yeah,
when the
like,
flush comes in. We had it for a second, didn't we? Or was that the overhead camera?
yeah, it was the 6 of diamonds, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. A lot of players will just get scared on the river for whatever reason. I mean, at 1-2 and 2-5 even, I think Bart even touched on this as far as like check raising the river. Nobody's ever going to check raise you as a bluff, so it's like a real easy spot to bet fold. I mean,
Right.
you could just bet and then see what happens. Go from there.
Michael wants him to bet $40. There it is. There's a 6 of diamonds. Is the pot right?
Boom. He had that all. He had it primed and ready. He was holding it. He's like, I'm gonna bet this.
It was definitely cocked. He said to
It was
pull the trigger.
loaded, and right when they said, "Are we ready?" He threw it out there.
Here's what's crazy though. Like, oh, I don't think she's raising, but
There's
like,
no way
if
she
Tammy
would.
raised here, like thinking like she's getting like value out of it, it'd be kind of scary. You know what I mean? Like how we're talking about like bet folding.
Yeah.
Like she would be accidentally like representing the flush.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man. And another thing to know too is like the players are just starting right now. I mean, the game just started. Everybody's kind of getting warmed up, I guess you can say. They're not gonna go all B-mill style on everybody.
No, there's a flow, an ebb and flow of the game. Like, you know, when you first sit down, you kind of want to feel everybody out. Like, who's playing crazy, who's gambling, who's winning, who's losing.
Right.
So once you kind of figure those things out and you kind of figure out who your targets are going to be, that's when things get a little bit more fun. You're like, well,
And with me,
I
I
know
pretty
where
much
my
just,
money's coming from.
I target everybody. So, I mean, if you're sitting across from me at the table, I'm gonna try to.
You target people at other tables.
I mean,
No one is safe.
I am probably the table change master.
I always want to dance, guys. It's really just it's in me. I can't stop it.
Are they commenting on your dancing?
They assume that I want to dance, and then they're right.
I mean, you can dance if you wanna.
I don't want to leave my friends behind now. Chris and Zach here.
I like Zach's style.
This
I mean,
could
he
be kind of
seems-
fun.
He seems to know what's going on.
He's definitely he's our most aggressive player, but I think with a purpose. Like, we've had some like aggressive people that just
Are aggressive for no reason.
like love to fire and just go crazy.
Yeah.
And Chris gets there. He goes, I don't need no stinking flush. Yeah, top pair. I'm kidding, people, obviously.
I was gonna say something like where.
I didn't take the money or the words out of your mouth before you could get
Like get a jab in there.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Zach pretty much is not gonna try too much. I mean,
100.
what can you do?
100
fold.
bucks? 100 bucks in 83?
100 buckaroos.
Well, I mean,
He was hoping that,
is the
maybe,
king high flush? Is it checking the turn?
I think he thought that Zach was like, you know what? I got the king high flush, and I'm just gonna hang around a little bit. I'll call any bet, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not gonna
weird.
bet myself.
What's up, 111 Jonathan? We are in Akron, Ohio.
Chris is a luck box. I define luck box. 'Cause-
Diver Jules, thank you for subscribing. You have that beautiful blue chip next to your name now. My friend B Million will show you the cool emotes you can use.
Oh yeah.
He emotes in his sleep.
Check out this one, guys. I love them fishies.
Ooh, Craig with the burn. Yes, Dan played the one night when we played 7 Deuce, and it did not go very well for him.
I mean, what did Phil Hellmuth say? Sometimes you get the trap, and sometimes you get the cheese.
Did he say that?
I don't know. Maybe he did. We'll just pretend that he said it because he can't really prove that he didn't.
4 players.
Well, you guys are complaining about Suited Dan not playing. Well, he flops top 2, so I'm guessing he's going to mess around a little bit here.
I mean, do you blame him? Obviously, he has a suited hand for his suited Dan hands.
Suited. He just has the Suited Dempsey.
The suited Dempsey.
Where's Mason, Ohio? Do you know?
I don't know.
Me neither. Jonathan, where's Mason at? I never heard of that.
So,
What's Brent doing?
he's doing the Brent thing that he likes to
Wait,
do.
is this what you talking about before the show started? He goes, "Ooh, I'm gonna check raise you all night."
I think so, except he just check called.
The problem is,
So, I don't know.
you don't look forward to being on someone's right.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Wow.
you thought that the right meant left.
Well, I guess
on the other side.
Dan was waiting for no time.
Well, he didn't want the back door straight to get there.
That's true.
on the river, I guess.
I think
Yeah, I know.
I think timing is really what's the word I'm looking for? Underutilized at the table. Like Dan almost had his money. Like he knew his hand was not going to be beat very often, so he's had
Right.
the 50 bucks in his hand before the turn even basically came out. Turn card comes out, and Brent's barely even checked. He's already has money in the pot. Like
It's one of those things that you have to look out for when you play live poker. There's a ton of things you can pick up on just from playing over and over. You know, observing people and what they do, and the timings of everything can give you a lot of information. I mean, who looked at that and didn't think Dan was strong right there? I mean, it was just oozing out of his face. It was just like, I'm strong. It's coming out.
And here we go. Here we're talking about Zach being the most aggressive. It doesn't hurt when you're super aggressive and you're getting aces.
That's always a plus. And that was always my favorite thing, is to be super aggressive. And then when you get them hands and people are they just want to play back at you for some reason, they get fed up, you know? That beat Million, he's always raising. Every hand. He's just raising all the time. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him good. I got ace-10 right now. I'm going to get him.
That's right.
And then I get them.
Yeah, I mean, if you can convince your opponents that you're playing any two and you can widen their range and be able to exploit that, I mean, that's the name of the game.
I feel like Cooch and Zach are kind of like battling it out. Like I feel like he's kind of have this like they're nemesis to each other. Like
yeah, I don't generally like to pick on the person directly to my left, but I think Cooch is halfway steaming because half of his players canceled on him tonight. So maybe he's just like, well, darn it.
I was like, whatever. I don't care. I see you, Craig, trying to use the Murder Rick emote. It is MIA at the moment.
It's been
it's turned into a voice instead of an emote.
Too many murders out there.
Lax Beast, appreciate that. We are trying to give you the best quality possible. And I agree, Mark is truly in a miserable seat.
Yeah, every week we try to improve upon our stream, making better each week, and see where this will take us.
Nick says, people still watch TV? I know I don't. I may DVR a few things here and there, but it's not what I do. You know, I'm a computer guy. I watch Twitch now.
It's good stuff. I saw our boy Jason Somerville was doing the Joe Ingram podcast last night. I wasn't able to check it out, but it's something I will go back definitely and watch.
Gotta love Jason Somerville. Look at this.
17.
Chris is like,
dude,
any part of it.
I thought I remembered him correctly. You did. Dude likes to bet. I love it. What's up, ship-faced? It is so hard to say your name without messing it up.
I really like that name.
It's good. It's all name. Well, Timmy brought her fold button tonight. Look at all the mounts. That can't be right.
Uh-oh.
Those are Mark's outs. There should have been Mark's outs. There's Mark's outs.
Mark seems like the type of player that will only float once with ace high for sure.
But he has a flush draw, though.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Joe Ingram is annoying, but I do like Jason Somerville enough to watch. Wow. What a brick.
Boom. The old call. What do you do now?
He might actually got slightly lucky that he didn't make an ace or a jack in the river. Michael in chat was rooting for the six of spades.
Sounds like my type of guy.
You dirty man.
Bring the pain. That's what I always want, the pain. Like right now, if there's any more pain to be had, I would love to see it.
No.
But
ooh, Mark
unfortunately,
it's a high fold, kind of showing.
He's like, hey, I know you guys see the graphics at your house, but I want to show you the physical card that I'm folding this ace high and I'm doing it firmly.
I think he was showing Len on his fancy camera.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Oh, Mark's steaming. You can just see the frustration. Like he's like, I don't know what to do. Look, I don't know. I can't figure it out. This poker, it's weird.
It is weird.
There's numbers, math, all kind of stuff going on.
Mathematics.
I mean, I'm a field player myself. I don't mess around with that math.
No, anything above 10, I just get lost. My head gets fuzzy.
If I can't count on my fingers and hands. Uh-oh, cream pie. Cream pie making it the standard 8 raise.
Yeah, that's weird.
The 4x out of nowhere.
Like it just hasn't been done yet.
I feel like, I don't know. From playing 1-2 for so long at the shoe, I like the old 12 raise. It just feels right.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Depending on position, depending on several other factors, but
yeah, I mean, it always depends on what the table's doing.
like if it folds to me in a cutoff, I mean, I'm not against just making it 10.
Holy moly, that looks like a night at my house. All the ladies.
Dude, Dr. Cockpunch here wants to play against you.
Wants to play. Oh, he wants to play against the field players. Yeah, I agree.
And C bet by Cream Pie here. Scoops one.
I hope that everybody in the chat knows I am very sarcastic, so I don't take me too serious when I say stuff like that.
That's not a bad strategy there, ship based.
Yeah, that's good. I did do that at first, like when I played a lot online and then started playing live a lot. I was doing the old add a big blind for every limper in front, and I still kind of like tend to stay at that rule. I mean, it's a good rule to have.
Unless you're in the big blind and everyone limps in.
Yeah, well,
Make a 44 dealer.
that doesn't work out well. I don't know if you remember the old Jack 5 suited hand, but that's no fun.
Oh, Brent says, I like the sound of yours as his 12 raise.
Yeah, 12. I mean, it's nice. What's up with these outs? Haven't been right yet, says Jacob. Does he have it set where the outs are
I think
the
they're
folded one?
He might have changed it. I don't know. We're talking about that last week with Bart Hansen.
I really think it should be where it doesn't calculate the folded cards. I think that should, because the players don't really know what cards are folded.
Right.
To answer your question, Jacob, they may have it to where when the cards are folded, the system that we use knows which cards are folded and discounts those or applies them to the percents.
Shipface, where are you from again? We love having. Zach has aces again?
Man,
Welcome to the good
living
life.
the good life. Yeah, I was gonna say, living the good life. The old sharp tops. What does everybody hate that you call aces?
I'm not even going to bring it up.
I know what it is. I'm not gonna say it.
No
It's-
9 for anybody.
And Mark is out. He says, "You know what? Screw this. I'm out of here."
Oh. Did someone show up? Oh, I bet Don's here. The Poltergeist.
36.
I thought that was 12. I was like, what in the heavens?
And unfortunately for whoever sits down, they're gonna have Zach to their left, which seems like that's not the best spot to have him.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what Bart was talking about last week. I'm just gonna piggyback on everything he said last week, just so you guys know. Talking about like, just your image, having a winning image, and getting people to do what you want them to do. So you have what is happening? How am I supposed to have a legitimate conversation with you guys when Brent is check calling with Jack 6 offsuit on a 995 flop?
I honestly have no clue what's going on.
Like I'll give him all the props in the world. Oh, I guess now he's got equity. I'll give him all the props in the world if his plan is to represent a 9 here at some point.
Maybe he's one of those field players.
Yeah, he's feeling something. Anywho, your image allows you to, maybe get away with bluffs more often, or, when you're winning a lot of hands with no showdowns. Oh my gosh, he's still playing. He's just...
I feel like it's like one of those moments where he's like, I'm just gonna take a shot at this pot.
Is he just gonna call, and is his plan to shove any river?
I mean, if he does that, props to him. But I don't know. Sometimes there's a right time to like do things.
Well, you gotta have. There it goes. You have to find that person that can find the fold. And Zach's not really. I mean, Zach wants to see you have. So
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a station, but like he likes to call.
Well, I mean,
I guess
with the
by
way he played his
definition,
hand too. I mean, like what is Brent thinking that he has that he's gonna fold? I don't.
Yeah, I think a 9 probably check raises that flop. If not, check raises the turn. For him to check call, and ship river, it just seems a little wonky, and I don't think anyone's gonna fall for it.
It seems a little beat mill on tilt ish.
leaves
That
you a
makes
little
sense.
what?
A little B mill on tilt-ish.
Yeah. Like it's
I've
it's just not a super linear line. Like
I just don't. I mean,
We good, folks?
at 1-2 and 2-5, I don't think that you should really be doing things like that anyway. I mean, stack sizes aren't big enough, first off, and second, there's just no reason. There's so many other profitable spots that you can take advantage of by just playing correct.
agreed.
Well, not to say that's not correct, but
Well,
who knows if that's
there's
correct.
there's not really
20 more.
a lot of huge reasons to take high variance maneuvers. Like sure, he might fold like 19% of the time.
I agree with-
and you're on TV, like
Right.
sure, I get like
Exactly.
that seems fun and cool and everything, but is it really like the best move? Like you said, like this is the lowest stakes you can play at a casino. I mean,
Well, and
honestly,
honestly, like,
is not walking through the door. anytime
exactly.
soon.
And if that would have worked, it wouldn't have made me feel like, oh, Brent he's got it going on. Oh, all right. Hello.
Peekaboo. That was a poltergeist.
I agree, Chris. I 100% agree. Is there a burning money? That's a really good idea,
Tony,
man.
are you listening? Are you watching? Burning money emote.
Because that happens quite often. But yeah, I agree. Like, if you're check calling, and then you're not making a bluff, you're just burning it. You are literally burning money. Exactly.
Toby knows.
Just stop it.
Uh-oh. What time is it? Cream pie time.
So,
Oh, raises up to 33. Larry Bird.
the old 3x. The exact 3x. One thing to note, too, I don't know if there's a lot of online players watching, but your bet sizes can change. I mean, you don't have to do exactly calculated. I mean, it's live poker. It's lower stakes. Nobody's really, like, doing the exact math. Like,
Tammy's not
I'm just
doing
paying
anything in the
attention.
math.
her math is, I have suited cards that can potentially get me a straight or flush. So, I'm in there. And I'm gonna suck out on cream pie right now. And that's exactly
She's got options. So Paul, obviously, cream pie here, one of our commentators, has watched Tammy play many. Oh, that just
happened. Look at this. I told you she was on a mission.
ooh, show it. Show him.
Please
show him.
show it.
Oh, show him. Tammy, one time.
How are you gonna not put him on tilt? And then this is exactly what Boston's saying right now. He's like, I mean, she has an ace, obviously.
I can't
She
even.
has to
Say,
have
I
an
can't
ace.
say what he's thinking.
I know what she's.
But let's try to dumb it down a bit. Oh, of course. Limp call the weak ace and just gets there. Or Jack 10 or.
Well, it
Yep.
always happens when I have kings.
Sorry,
Look,
buddy.
look, he's looking right at it. He knows.
Honestly, I mean, I think that mustache makes him look like he's frowning all the time, but he actually has a better like look on his face than I would have imagined.
Yeah, I mean, after that, he's just thinking, how does this always happen?
But I mean,
get
he
king.
has a great seat at the table, though.
He does have.
I mean, he's sitting on her immediate left.
Probably the best.
Is going to be not so bad.
I mean, and he can catch Zach up. I mean, I don't know how Zach plays, but if he gets a little frisky, he seems like he kind of mixes it up a little, so he can catch him up.
Yeah. Looks like we did have a Strudelberger on this time.
You got the nittiest of nits, Carl, to his left. I mean, great seat.
I wish I could remember that dude's name that he looks like.
It'll come to you. Maybe.
Chris in the straddle just calls the 15. Very interesting. Paul gonna fire here? I hope Chris calls.
I hope Chris calls too.
Oh man,
This is amazing. This is amazing.
this is gonna. Ooh, is he? Oh, is he lead? Oh, I thought he's gonna lead. I got really excited.
I mean,
I don't think Chris can continue now, but
I
good for
don't
him.
think he
Good
can
for him.
either,
Good,
but-
good for him. But ooh, great. Oh, I hear like they're like in their poker mode and they're
Then
like
their
all
feet- then
there's
their
a-
feet
it
hit.
just you can see them like they turn it off. Like they release. It's
The
like
life
there's no way
gets
I'm
sucked.
whatever.
I mean, I like that he floated. I think he should have had a little more devious intentions. I mean, look at that turn. I mean, Come on, you're all over that.
I mean, it looks like it looks like 9-10 float. Looks like spades. You still can represent a jack, obviously. Do you guys got any nicknames for Tammy that we could say on air?
You need the brown bag.
I think we should get it.
So Don's in the game. Don looks like the ghost of Mark Price, rocking his Cavs gear.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Don's been on the show a few times. He plays pretty solid. He actually had him in the booth one time. He's able to come back here and kind of vent a little bit and talk about his experience on the show. So Don's definitely a friend of the show, and we're glad to have him on here.
Tammy the bus driver. That's the nickname. That's what somebody said.
Suited Dan says, "I'll pick up right where I left off."
He's like, I have suited cards, and I'm just gonna flop it every time. It's interesting though, because Brent is like pretty much in every hand with nothing, and now he has a little bit of something.
Yeah, a little something.
So, kind of like, wow. Here's that.
I'm raising.
That Phil Hellmuth quote. Sometimes you get the trap, sometimes you get the cheese. Looks like he's definitely getting the cheese.
But here's the situation now. Now it's gonna go check, and Dan's not gonna make any more money.
Yeah, that's weird.
I just think check raising turn, even check raising flop. Like, I like playing it fast.
Yeah, I mean on the turn.
Plus, you only have a 6 high flush. Like, it's
Exactly.
Not, I mean, it's not like you have like the stone cold nutty buddies. Like,
I think the
you want to get the
turn-
money when the money's good.
I mean, come on. Let's get some more money in the pot. If you're calling saying you have the best hand, why not raise and say you have the best hand? Because there's so many cards that stink on the river.
They do. They smelly.
Real bad.
I agree. Love the game. I think check raising turn is best. Even if you don't get a call, it eliminates any shenanigans with like the queen of clubs or something funky. We don't want anyone to get funky.
No, not what it says.
Played the turn so well, though, man. Shut up and join. No. That's why you'll hear.
Well, if anybody's new to the stream tonight, thank you for finding us and hanging out with us tonight.
Well, now.
We are here every Tuesday, so if you like us, follow us. If you like us a lot, you can subscribe and use our emotes wherever you want to. And if you like us even more than that, you can follow us on Twitter at Poker on Air, where we, like today, we periscoped a little behind the scenes action before we got started today. This could be fun, by the way. Yeah, check us out on Twitter at Poker on Air. You can follow myself on Twitter at t.1512. It's basically just a lot of Cavs stuff right now because I'm pretty consumed by that. Or you can follow my main man Bobby at
B1000315. Nothing interesting going on there though because I don't Twitter that much, but when
If you-
I do, you better believe.
If you start to follow, he'll be.
If you follow, I will tweet.
Yes, you will.
I said something else. I won't say that. All right, all right.
All right.
I was waiting for it.
All right, what's going on here? We got Team with the nut flush draw, Brent with the 9 high gut shot flush draw. Dan actually let's go with king. So when bet by Tammy, Brent raised to 55. Here we go. 6 of hearts.
Ready to rumble. Boom. Rumble commenced. What's gonna happen?
I think she did, Toby.
She did. She definitely had it figured out.
She actually played his hand beautifully.
Oh boy.
And Brent's like, yep, nuts. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, you have the nuts?
What's that you say? Run it twice? Okay.
Can we get an extra card? Maybe a 6 and then an 8? Can we just of hearts?
So Dan, who actually folded King Jack, is probably just happy as all get out that he didn't lose that extra $55.
He's giddy. You ever hear that word? Giddy? I don't even
Giddy?
know what that means, honestly.
You know what giddy means?
I feel like I used it correct, though.
Yeah, it worked.
All right.
Yeah, just giddy. I mean, it's self-explanatory. The feeling you get when you say the word giddy, that's what it means.
I mean, I feel giddy right now.
Giddy.
Tammy feels pretty giddy.
Giddy. Tammy started the night with 250, so she, I know she lost a little bit earlier, but she's probably sitting around 400 now, I would have to say.
She's rocking out with her smock out.
That's a first. Looks like Brent's going to top off his stack. We'll see if we can get an update from Cooch
It's so funny.
on how much Brent's adding on.
Shitface. I say that all the time. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, that's good.
I like the
Well,
Kapuya. Kapuya.
You're gonna re-enter Brent.
Tammy with her jammies.
She's jamming in that ace-4.
Is this the biggest stack that Tammy's had on the show?
I would say easily. Yeah, she sits in at 440. I would say definitely.
Carl called.
Oh, look, somebody has a kapow emote.
Carl's in the pot. Aha, I'm in the pot.
I like that.
It's a rarity to get called.
Standard result when you play 9-5. I agree.
Hey, Cooch, how much? It sounds like Brent will be adding on. Oh, was he felted?
Yeah, he went all in. She called.
I know, but I didn't think she had him covered.
Yeah, he's been leaking his
true.
little booty off.
Yeah, but he bought. Yeah, I mean, he'd been buying for 4. I guess it doesn't take long to lose. So Brent's gonna be adding on $200.
Looks like a party flop.
3 players.
So one time I went bowling, and on the screen it said T dot, and I thought it was pretty cool. And when I started dating my wife, her address was 1512, and that's where it came from. I started putting it on everything, and it kind of stuck.
And now he regrets it.
Totally. When can I change my Twitter handle?
Well, it can't be worse than B Million.
Why? Because you have less than 1 million?
No, it's stupid. B Million. What the heck is B Million?
I think it's fine. You should.
It's my last name. It's my first name. You combine them. Commence B Million. All right, let's get these guys some drinks.
Not Jerry, though. We gotta keep him on the straight and narrow.
Let's get everybody but Jerry some drinks.
Wait, you said that. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Goodness. I mean,
And it's so intense out there right now.
yeah, I mean, I think Cream Pie just saves his voice for when he's back here.
Yeah. He's literally raging in his head right now. Inside of his head, this is what's happening. This is all he sees right here.
Oh, you're raging. Do you mean raging like angry? I thought you meant raging like just like.
Oh yeah.
Just like he has like a rave in there.
I mean, I could imagine that it's both at the same time. And
Angry raving. He's
a raging rager right now.
Coming to Cartoon Network. Suited Dan, living up to the name.
I'm surprised he missed. I mean, usually when he plays these types of cards, he always flops a flush draw. I mean, at least makes it easier for him to play.
Well, I guess he had his mind made up. He was like, I'm not making any moves here. I'm just going to I'm gonna bet when I got it, and I'm gonna fold when I don't.
It's pretty easy.
Hey, Donkey Darren, you want to take some time on your little keyboard there and explain to us what's up with this poop truck poker tour, and explain where the name came from? Because I don't think I've ever got an explanation.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in that too. I mean,
You're just trying to figure out how you get the invite.
I don't know, man. Poop truck poker tour. It sounds interesting to say the least.
The PTPT.
The PTPT with no TP? I don't know.
Oh, brother.
I'm going there.
We did it.
Yeah. We did it, Reddit.
Chris is back-to-back pocket pairs. Went from 6s to 2s.
We got the ladies.
The honeys. We got some honeys.
Yep. Probably the result I was expecting.
Zach has position this time, but
So did it go $15, then 60?
it looks like so.
Yes,
No. Yes. Maybe.
I feel like that's what
I
happened.
missed some of that action, to be honest with you.
ZXC Twitch, there is somebody counting the chips. The person you see in with the iPad, he's inputting it all.
It just looks like a floating face and two arms. Oh, there's a better
There he
shot
is.
of him. His black shirt blends into the background really, really well.
What a strong man he is. The
Super
old
strong.
golf ball.
Sounds like we got a straddle on this hand.
Straddles. I love straddles. I don't straddle myself, but I like when people do
I
it.
love when I have the button and somebody straddles. Like
Amazing.
someone has like that. Like they had the itch to straddle every time, and it's on my button. I'm like, thank you.
It happens so much at the casino, and people will straddle, and then they'll just it creates such a big pot. Like it'll go straddle, limp, 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 and then I'm just sitting there like drooling, and I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and raise this to like $50, and
yeah.
everybody folds, and I win like $25.
Well, people don't know
big
how
deal.
to change their stack ratio once the straddle comes out.
Well, I mean, you're pretty much, I mean, especially at 1-2, most of the times, if somebody straddles and you kind of get involved in the pot, you're not really deep at all. Like, you don't have enough blinds to be messing around. I mean, you become short,
Exactly.
and it's awesome, especially when you're sitting with all the monies.
Mm-hmm. Like usual.
You can just hammer it down on them.
Drop the hammer.
It is. It's free
So
money.
Brent makes a 30 here. Chris in decision mode.
See, this is where. See, poker's a weird game too sometimes because like Brent can play crazy, but no, it's all about how much money he has in his pocket or how much he can rebuy for. I mean, you can play that way if you can rebuy tons of times. I mean, you can almost make up all the money that you've leaked out by just continually rebuying and then just getting involved in a huge hand or
So
something.
I guess since we had that topic come up, we'll get to it here after this hand. After Tammy gets there.
And here's Brent. Okay, what I had just said, I take
What
that
is-
back because I don't think that.
Dude, Tammy's gonna end up being our big winner of the night.
Dude, I feel it, dude. All you Tammy fans out there, spam Tammy in the chat because she is just on fire.
Like Dylon.
Dylan, Tammy.
If she folds here, like, I think the internet might break. So he pulls
They're
her
putting a
gut.
pillow behind her. Make sure she doesn't collapse when she folds and realizes it's the best hand.
So we have. Okay, there we go. Now we got
Nice.
Tammy back on board.
This is gonna be a
Nine for fun.
huge pot. I'd kind of like more of an ace for fun.
Ooh, that's kind of fun.
That is fun.
Now we have the ace high flush draw. Brent's open-ended, and Tammy has second pair.
I mean,
This time Brent checks. Chris is betting 120.
Chris is just relentless. I honestly don't understand what he thinks sometimes though. Just because that card is like
The world.
so- I mean,
the
it's a
world
world
for so many people.
I guess it's great.
I mean, if you're representing the flush, you probably don't want to bet that much.
Blunt stuff.
Blunt step. Heyo.
I guess I don't mind it. I mean, it's just hard when you're three-handed in a pot.
I guess
And then draws get there and people are. You got to think 50 call, and then that card hits and it's like, do you really want to bluff? Do you turn your hand into bluff when it's that crazy? How many hands or what are the hands that they're calling you with?
Right. Well, and Tammy kind of acted like she was on a draw, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what's scary. I mean, it's Tammy. Like, she always has a piece of it. She's not like just messing around.
I'm trying to picture the hand. If only we knew Chris's hand, and we didn't know that Brent had nines and Tammy had top pair on the flop.
How did it go? I wasn't really paying attention.
So in check on the flop, Brent had a button. He bets 50. They both call, and it was actually like if you saw Brent when oh, here goes Tammy now. Dude, she's winning all the money. She's gonna break the game.
She's freaking on fire, man.
The kid in blue is Mark Price's ghost. Mark Price died, and he turned into a ghost, and now he's at our game. Shooting 3-pointers.
He's got his
Craig gets
Brimlow.
it.
Look at that raise by Tammy, the old min raise. Can only mean one thing in my eyes.
It's terrible.
Oh,
So
boy.
Dan gets min raised after flopping a 3. Calls, and now she just fold out a turn at this point.
Should Dan fold on the turn?
No, should Dan just fold out a turn because his hand's
yeah.
obviously like.
I mean, what is he gonna?
It might as well just be dust. It shouldn't be. It's not even anything.
It just crumpled like his soul right there.
What were we talking about?
That you said you were gonna come back to?
Oh yeah. So
The deep pockets?
we're talking about if you have like unlimited bullets in your pocket, are you ever buying in for less than max?
I mean, me personally, I always wanted to be full stacked. So whatever the max I could buy in for, I would do it. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's really. It's whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, it's your play style. It has to do with how the table's playing, whatever. I mean, some people buying half stacked or buying for 50 big blinds, and they're better at playing 50 big blinds and end up.
Like in a game like this where we have 500 max, so that's 250 bigs, right?
Yeah.
300 bigs. 250, right? Yes, you divide by 2. But at our local casino, the max buy-in is $200, so 100 big blinds.
That's 300.
No, they dropped it.
They dropped it again?
They dropped it to
Oh,
2.
man.
So I'm just thinking, like, in a game like this that allows you to buy in for more, and you have the option, why would you ever buy in for less? But I think it's something. It's one of those things that I guess what you're kind of saying. It's like whatever you're comfortable with. This thought kind of came to my mind the other day when I was watching Poker Night in America, and Sean Deep always buys in for the max, even if like some of the people buying for half as much as he does. Like,
Right.
he'll buy for 20K, and the next biggest stack is 10K. Like what exact advantage are you getting?
I mean,
by
it could
having
be
10K
also,
more in the next biggest stack.
It could be a mental thing. I mean, you can. In his case, I don't know. I mean, because they're playing such a higher limit that I don't think it's like an intimidation thing. But I do know, like when I had a big stack and everybody else has lower stacks, I mean, they would fold to me every single hand almost. It was like they didn't want to get involved. They felt threatened.
But that was you earning it though.
Right.
That was like you
Not
like
buying in and
starting
just killing it.
starting at the bottom, grinding it up to like $800-900, and then just having that intimidating stack. I'm just like buying in brand new fresh table, buying in for double what second stack is.
I feel like I said, I feel like it's like whatever's comfortable to you, whatever you're comfortable doing, because some people are not good at playing deeper stack poker. So if you buy in, if you have the capability to buy in deeper than 100 big blinds or 300 big blinds or whatever it may be, I mean that's where it's going to get confusing to you if you're not good at deep stack.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also you have to be cognizant of what is your opponent's plan going to be. Like, are they trying to play short so they can have spots where they can just jam it on turns and try to maximize their equity like that? Or I mean, it adds more things you have to think about, and it's
Yeah, I mean, there's more stack. There's more. It gives you the ability to do more things. Like when you check raise somebody, like now you're thinking in terms of like how can I get their whole stack in, and it gets just exponential. Besides just 100 big blinds. But I say buying whatever you're comfortable with. I like to have 100 plus. Anything below that, I feel real short. I feel like I can't.
Well, especially
mess
since
around.
like raise sizes are genuinely like 5 or 6x.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like online, you could buy in probably 50 bigs and it wouldn't be as bad because everybody's raising 3x or min raising. You know, it's like it's a thing. You know, but live poker, I mean, the gameplay is so
Dan's
bigger.
trying to fade a 10 here
And then checks.
and is successful.
And there's another thing. This is like a hand perfect example on the river. Like I feel like people miss value because they get scared of a hand that hit, like a flush. Like there's a flush on the board. There's the board's paired, whatever, and he doesn't bet the river. He checks. So it's
Well, Dan was out of position.
Dan's out of position.
Yeah, so I think Dan was just hoping that
But
Zach
still,
was bet one more time.
I still think that it's something that he should do.
Well, I just like to do it before the river. I feel like if you check raise turn, obviously it looks super strong, but I think leading rivers when nothing really gets there, or I mean, in that case it did get there, like the flush got there, like
Right.
so like Dan check calling on a flop looks like a flush or looks like a 6. So his hand is just very less like basically face up saying I have this. So it's really hard to get value. But you can play if you play your hand a little tricky, gives you the option of maybe making money in some other ways.
What do you think about him just leading out on the river though?
I just don't think.
Because
I mean, we know Zach. We know Zach's a pretty good player.
Mhm.
You know, really good thinking player. So I don't think Zach's calling. I mean, if you have someone like Tammy who does call all the time, if you can kind of control what that river bet is, like if you think that your opponent's only gonna bet, for example, $40, but they'll call maybe 60. So if you lead 60 instead of them betting 40, you can get that extra value out of them. I think it's kind of player dependent, which sounds like a cop out, but
4 players.
like if it was like you and I playing and we have like that super crazy like meta game going,
Right.
and you let into me like out of the flow, I'd be going, what? Like maybe he did miss some sort of weird, draw or something like that, and I can, I will call. But I think in general, betting at the aggressor on the river just seems like super, super strong.
Yeah, I guess I agree with that. And yes,
I think I was talking for so long I just started sweating.
sorry, I do have sort of a little goatee going on. My bad, Craig. I was gonna shave it off before I came, but I was like, you know what? You only live once. And I kept it on. Actually, slicked it up with some wax.
So Brent and Tammy here with second pair. Chris is just messing a boot with his deuce 6 offsuit. Sorry to hear that, Toshi. You should have made her some cookies, cheat her up a little bit.
Yeah, or something else.
Special batter.
I hear
So
Boston
here's an
talking.
example of Chris leading turn where he's not strong whatsoever. But maybe he assumes both of his opponents. What happened? I'm confused. The graphics were not explaining to me things that made sense there. Tammy's just going balls out, just trying to get maximum value here. Everything gets there. Queen 9, diamonds, Jack 8. It's all there.
Are you guys making fun of me because I said you only live once?
I think
You
so.
guys.
Hashtag harder. What's up, fish and chips?
You guys. I got jokes, okay? Now you can hear them, though. Instead of me just typing them, you can hear them.
Oh, Brent calls.
Of course. Is
Sorry,
there a
what?
question?
Sorry, I can't believe I had so
Did you just get shocked that
so much
Brent called?
surprise in my voice.
Oh my gosh, Brent calls again. His VPIP is 97%.
I kept calling because you kept should have been able to get off of
That's Brent's bank account.
That sounded like you yesterday.
Dude, I wish it sounded that good. It was just brrr, it was bad news.
Craig, I don't know if that's what Tammy has.
What's up, Pokey?
Oh, Pokey Girl in the room.
Is that bad? Did I notice her before you did?
Yeah. Well, not really.
What's up, Bosnian boy? Welcome to the show.
Pokey Girl is easy to notice. She's easy on the eyes.
Does she always put her her name in pink, or is it just coincidence?
No, it's a coincidence. It's on yours. It's pink. On mine, it's
Dude, I swear,
doo-doo brown.
Dude,
on
I,
my-
swear, I swear she's been pink every time on my stream.
And then in parentheses it says, "Ye old sausage wallet." Okay.
7.
Language.
Sorry.
Toby is really wound up. He didn't get to hang out very much last week because Bart was hogging all the airtime.
Sorry, I have no filter. I can't stop. Turn it off. Now look at this. 8 all night, raised to 7. It's a mystery.
It is a complete mystery. I thought for sure Dan was gonna rock that one. Chances are Tammy's gonna make the inside straight with only 3 outs.
Well, for all you Twitch newbies, you can right-click on or click the little gear and change your chat color. Just a FYI.
Heads up.
Ooh, I thought that was a fun card.
I mean, I would love the pain to come.
10.
The old 10 bet. You just can't fold when I bet 10.
There it is. There it is. What is this $10?
I mean,
Tammy, you have queen high.
35.
because she's getting off cheap. Look, she knew that he was going to raise.
I guess, but like, she's bet into him 3 times. Now he's only making it 35. Like, I think this both sides of this are just. All right, enough of the Hollywood.
It's
Tammy.
kind of it's honestly it's a live tell. She's betting to represent her hand pretty much. She's betting a small amount because she has a weak hand, and in my opinion, I'd pretty much raise it like he did with anything. Honestly, like why not? The pot's so small anyway. I mean, I'm picking up dead money by raising.
Right. No, I mean, no one's going to continuously bet 10 with quad sixes.
Maybe they will though. You just have to pay attention. I mean, if she had quad sixes earlier and she bet 10 into 700 8 times in a row, you're gonna know that she does that. But more often than not, it's weak.
Yeah. Here's the situation, Craig. If Bart calls me Troy one more time, I'm gonna fly to wherever he is and just slap him in the face.
Should get a tattoo.
Which is so funny because last week, like, he didn't do it. Like, the first time he's on, he said it like maybe once or twice, and I kind of was like, "This is Bart Hansen. I'm just gonna bite my tongue." And I thought like we figured it out. You know, we've exchanged emails. It's everything's good. And it's like we're seriously like 20 minutes until the show is over, and he's bust out the Troy. What do you think about that? And I'm like, you son of a gun.
I mean,
but
you've been renamed by Bart Hansen, and you can't do anything about it.
Nope.
The internet calls you Troy.
I kind of dig
Bart
it.
calls you
It's
Troy.
kind of funny. I mean,
maybe now
no
you
big
can
deal.
not be T dot. You can be Troy.
Dot.
1512. Troy dot. Absolutely.
Well,
all right. I have no idea what's happening now. We have like 100 people in the hand.
I mean, why not?
Zach's going to betting, so I'm guessing that he's doing something right. Oh, Brent's got like $12 left.
Again?
30.
Yeah.
I missed where.
What is Chris has just got something on his butt. It's called a raise button. That's why he's sitting a little sideways.
I mean, I'm sure that's not the only thing.
Wah 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 wah. Benoit's.
I mean, but his style works out for him because everybody folds to him. Can't be that bad at bluffing.
I think she might be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that bluff. $10. The pot is $83.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
If you can ever get anybody to fold for a 1/8 of the pot bet,
like, the person has to be like the nittiest person like on earth. Like, I know like a couple people that are like that nitty, but like
I almost would call with like Jack high, just out of curiosity. Like, I need to see it. Well, if I'm calling with Jack high, I'd call with anything, I guess. Why not? Doesn't Somerville say? I mean, if you have the odds, why not?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's not it.
Somerville got a little leaky there towards the end of his 70-day challenge.
Honestly, when he's deep in a tournament, when does he not get a little leaky?
Doesn't matter what time of tournament it is.
I'm serious. He seems to just like not give a F.
All right, so Mark Price here versus Zach. Ooh, goes check. Turn card is a 3 of diamonds, maybe?
Man, you're good. How do you even see that?
So Don's gonna, if nothing else happens here, Don's gonna win with the king queen.
It's called a 6% pot bluff super system.
You know what? It's coming back to me now.
I remember that chapter.
What's up, Mook boy? Where do you live?
Hey.
We are in Ohio. Where are you? There's Blunt up. All right, we are. Somebody did it. Somebody said it. Somebody just say seat in the pot. Is that what they said?
Seat
so we're not
in the
sweeting the
pot.
pot. We're seating the pot. So we got a nice little butt cushion for you guys, in case you are in position where you need to have a nice cushion for yourself. But on it is Chase the Bracelet. Chase the Bracelet is going to be our flagship show come July 28th, I want to say. It's the last Thursday in July. You guys are going to be in luck. We will be running 2 nights a week. We'll be running our River City Cash games on Tuesdays, Chase the Bracelet games on Thursdays. So you'll see us 7 o'clock both nights of the week, and you can come hang out with us. But Chase the Bracelet, we are going to be playing a 13-week session, and the winner of the session, we're going to send him out to Las Vegas to play in a $1,500 event of their choice. Then we'll be playing after that a wild card game where we'll send the winner of that game also to Vegas for $1,500.
I would love to be one of those people.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah. I will be on it playing.
The only B Million will be on the show. So if you like him and you looks like it says July 30th is when it's all going down.
Or if you don't like me.
Yeah, you root against him. He doesn't care. He has no feelings.
I really don't. I've lost all emotions.
Just not emotes. Sorry. Take that back.
Yeah, that was bad, Toby. So what happened here? I missed it all.
It looks like someone made a bet, and then people called. Then everyone checked the flop, and now here we're in the turn, and the guy with the worst hand is doing the betting. And he's gonna win.
And you're gonna win with the worst hand. Because why not?
I think Paul was like maybe thinking about it.
Paul,
if it's 10 of hearts.
He's like, it's not worth it. It's never worth it to fall to try to find out. He's like, you know what? He's got it. Here's suited Dan. He's like, same thing. Man.
Show him, Chris. Show him.
What you won't do for a seat cushion.
Boo! There it is.
Nice. Winner.
You want to sit on it?
So
you want to sit on it? Yes.
No, I ain't gonna.
What's he talking about?
There was a seat in the pot.
Oh.
He said, you want to sit on it? I thought he was talking about that.
I can't even type it. I can't say it. I can't type it.
I could say it, but I'm just going to refrain.
Sometimes it's way worse. So anywho, July 30th, Chase the Bracelet. I'll be here. Bobby will be on the table. Dan will be here. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna be having a lot more fun. It's gonna be funny. We're gonna have penalties for people that bust out.
Oh man.
So you don't want
I'm never gonna get a penalty. So
I'm not sure if you guys have seen 2 Minutes 2 Million, where they had punishments for the person that busted out or lost the most money that week, or didn't win the most. I guess you can put it that way. We're also going to have penalties for first bust outs. I was thinking like a dunce cap.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to dress up as a female and play the harp in public like they did on the show. I'll tell you that. Not going to happen. Yes, B-Mill will be on the table, and you can't get in. So quit trying. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just don't want you to play. I'm trying to...
Well, you don't want you don't want Chris in there?
I don't want Chris in there. It's not necessarily that I'm afraid. I'm just smart. So...
Game selection.
Game selection at its finest.
Zach's up and down here.
You're talking to the man who once changed tables 4 times within the hour at the show. And
So Brent is all in for his last 11.
Yeah, that one would have been.
So we have like 33, 34, 35, something like that in the side. Mr. Goodberry, you a harp fan? You play the harp? There's a straight for Zach. Zach bet the flop, right? Dan just non-believer, huh?
non-believer.
Check.
And here he is with that authoritative check to try to get him to check. Did you hear that? Hey, check you. Check. That's what that is. He's yelling at him. He's like, hey, check it out with me. See your river.
Eight.
Chris is coming after you.
Oh, man. Or I'll lock my wallet up.
Brent's drawing dead, right?
Yeah.
He goes, I think I'm drawing dead. And you are correct, sir.
Not even.
I would actually like to shout out to all the sweet stashes on the table right now. I mean, honestly, I'm a little jealous.
What do you shout now?
All the stash.
Oh, stash love.
Yeah. Get some stash love in the chat. Stash hype.
That's for blunt step.
Is Murder Rick in here?
You need to cut your goatee off. That's what that meant. That's what Toby was talking about.
I know, they're yelling at me. It's like, I can only have a stash.
What's Zach? Does Zach have his own waitress now? Does he got a bowl of avocados?
What is this?
That's like Chipotle.
How did he get that?
I don't
Did
know.
he bring it in a plate like
Has
that?
he been sitting on it the whole time? Keep it warm?
Maybe that's what Mark was looking at earlier.
Blunt step. I can't even talk about that kind of stuff. No, I'm voting that Zach had been sitting on his Chipotle.
Troy, I'm gonna stash you a question. I love the chat, man.
Let me mull it over.
You guys are great.
Like that Wendy's commercial, the one guy just memeing his food. Eating spicy chicken like a boss. It's like so awful that it's like funny.
Funny.
Yeah.
That seems like everything I say. You are correct that Rick is not here. He is doing the old Dexter, covering his tracks.
He ran out of plastic sheeting.
Oh, rotated.
What's up, React to you? This is one too.
What's happening right now? Everybody's just looking around confused.
I think Jerry's looking lovingly at each player to see who cracks first. Looks like Mark Price is really close. And they're also a little curious of where Zach's Chipotle came from.
Oh, I got the giggles now. I can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. If Paul could just laugh a little more.
He's mad. The first big hand he had, he thought it was his time to shine on the show. He gets kings and ace hits. Darn it, he has to fold.
Yeah.
You know, those meddling aces every time you get the kings. Scary.
Right. 65.
I'm so happy.
Wait, how much did you say? Did you say
I
65?
could have swore I just heard 65. Yep, he's cutting out 65, $60 with his aces. I told you, what is going on? It's like, I mean, I guess it's not that bad, really, to be completely honest. Because look how many limpers.
60 to win 44. No, Chris was Zach was on a gun, wasn't he? On a gun +2. I guess he's not that bad. So did Don straddle? And then Zach made it. Whoa.
No, because it's $11 pre-flop. Somebody raised to 11 pre-flop, and then it went around.
I think he made it. I don't even know anymore.
But
No, somebody made it 13. That's what it was. So it must have been limp 13.
this is it's interesting to me that
Our two
Whoa, wait,
biggest
what's the
stacks.
stack? 600. Made a 60.
this
I mean,
is-
that's right on the cuff. I don't know if I would set mine with the fives in that position.
But it's one of those situations though. If he makes a 5 and if he knows exactly where Chris is at, does he get his entire stack? I think probably.
I think probably also, but still, I don't know. I don't know.
So it's like 60 to win 700.
Yeah, I guess if you think of it that way.
But you only get. I mean, you're probably not getting past the flop unless you flop some sort of draw with it.
It's like one of those things. Oh, sorry. It's one of those things I was talking about earlier. As far as the money wise.
What was that again?
Just like the stack sizes and everything like that, and if he's gonna get the whole stack, if it's worth it.
Well, yeah, you gotta see it.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to know, like, does Chris value $700 like a ton? Like, is it gonna be changing to him if he loses all that money?
Good hand.
Probably not. So he might be gamble a little more than other people. But
I don't like the show though.
oh, you show I didn't see that part.
Yeah, he like flipped him up and showed him like, look, dude, I had the goods, good fold.
I guess
Bro.
I guys took the chat. They were telling me the same thing.
Oh, they are.
Go ahead.
You're feeling me. Blunt stuff feels me. Not in a weird way, like the agreeing with me.
Yeah. Like matching tattoos later in life, kind of way. Tammy. Told you she's winning everything tonight. She's gonna break the game.
I mean, honestly.
Oh, I wish you had an instant replay. That face that she made just now. She like propped her lip out like, oh, bring me back, PJ. I'm gonna reenact this thing.
Hello.
Bet. Bet. It's about as close as I got. So yeah, Timmy flops a join here, and Chris calling with second pair. Chris is gonna make the stink face now, though.
Well, I do know that me and you, Blunt Step, are the only ones that are banned at Live at the Bike right now. Pretty unfortunate. Ciao. Welcome.
Uh-oh.
Nice to see you again.
Uh-oh. Chow's in the house. Well, this is going to save Chris a little bit of money, I think. By I think, I mean I fairly much know because he's not calling anything.
I mean, you would think, but you never know.
You don't.
Sad how it was a good card.
Hey, thanks, Mook Boy.
Appreciate it. We're just a couple of guys and you're having a good time.
Yeah.
This is kind of what we do.
Everybody loves Chow also. He's like notorious
Dude,
in chat.
he's like more famous than any person I've ever seen on Twitch.
At least in the poker section.
I watched me and him were watching some guy play blackjack one night and he was just letting him have it. And I was just like, that's Chow. I know Chow from my own show.
That's right. Shout out to the Live the Bike mods. Yeah, man, we'll make it back one day.
Alright, Mark?
No, I did have something to say about that fives and aces hand, and in the process of saying it, I lost my train of thought. So
It's not hard.
Just literally, it was a good point. It was something good. So we'll save it for later. It'll come back to me.
I was doing Tammy reenactment, so we lost it.
Yeah, I had it. I was zoned in,
11 now.
and then totally disappeared.
Wow, we get the suited versus suited.
Suited versus the suited.
If you're Don there, are you 3-betting very often?
I am. I love 3-betting out the big blind. Probably a mistake, but I love doing it. Especially like people that are notorious for like being in there, like Suited Dan has. I mean, if I'm playing against these exact players, my 3-bet frequency is going to be so high at this table, it's going to be ridiculous.
I mean, Chris has been playing a lot of hands.
Yeah, I mean, Chris is playing a lot of hands. You know, Dan basically plays any suited hand, which is also a lot of hands.
And plus, Dan's usually back here with me. So being out on the table, you might tend to do a few things that maybe are a little atypical.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
raising to 8-5.
It's fun. It's fun because it's on TV.
Sure.
On Twitch TV.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't do the same thing. I'm just saying there's a lot of variables you have to take into account when you are in a big blind with King Queen offsuit.
I just like raising rather than calling. I don't know.
I like having the control.
Yeah, you're in more control. Basically, everybody's like waiting on you to make the decision on what you want to do in the hand. It just feels better.
These are definitely real monies. We are in Akron, Ohio, and we are playing $1, $2 with the occasional straddle.
And the occasional cream pie.
It's starting to make me nervous too. But that's all.
Not as often as some people would like, but you get them when you can get them.
I mean, I'm a little disappointed that the time that I am actually in the booth, I don't get a cream pie. Like everybody gets these snacks. I want to Rajiv it up, you know? I want to shove that thing right
down the pipe.
All right.
Right down the old pie hole.
I have to stop myself because Twitch chat is going to turn that into something that it's not.
That's their job. That's what we pay them for.
Oh, blunt step. No.
Round them up again.
This is the exact thing that happened. It's a fake show.
Dude, Tammy's gonna be like a $2,000 winner tonight.
I would love to see it.
Then she has to be on every week.
I'm pretty sure Dan was in Jurassic Park.
What did he play?
The guy that
Oh.
So, you know,
Oh.
that guy.
I thought they were gonna say like a different one of the dinosaurs.
No, you know who I'm talking about. The guy, the main guy who runs. Yeah. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Newman.
Tammy looks so yummy.
Hey, Chow, she can't hear you. Or see you, for that matter.
Dude, he loves Tammy. Chow has the biggest crush on Tammy I've seen out of everybody.
Hey, Carl's still here. I forgot.
The guy that got spit on by the dinosaur, that's exactly who it is.
Yeah.
He's trying to run away. He's trying to get away. Freaking thing just opens up.
I like a good rinse myself. Like after the shower's done, I just stand in the water for a good 20-30 minutes.
Dude, I mean,
I like a rinse.
I love me a long shower. I'm not gonna lie. I'll eat up all the hot water. No
For the block.
For the block. Oh, I thought he was Jeff Goldblum.
Nope.
Oh, getting deep because he did. Wasn't there something about Jeff Goldblum? Some
Dan
story?
did have a run-in with Jeff Goldblum at the Cleveland Horseshoe, and Dan called him an a-hole. And that's that, basically. And Dan had no idea who he was at the time because he never even turned to look at him.
Nice.
And the dealer was like, "Do you know who that was?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "That's Jeff Goldblum."
I'm sure that's not the first time that Jeff Goldblum's been called an a-hole. So. I do that too. I cry after every losing session in the shower. We've just had word that Cooch is coming back in.
Cooch is coming back. He's going to sit down for $350. Try to spin it up. See if he can outduel Tammy here. He's just sitting on hot coals right now. She's so on fire.
52.
That's too rich for me.
Cream Pie kind of has like his own like Phil Hellmuth like face stance.
Right?
He doesn't like do like the double. Oh, there really the guy.
Oh God.
It's like you heard me. It's like the actor took the cue from the director.
Look at this. This is fun. Here's Zach. Look.
Ooh, this
See, this is the kind of similar to the 5-hand.
this is a situation.
I just don't know about I don't know about it. I don't feel.
Somebody stove this or something. Someone that's more intelligent than us. I mean, I can't believe Tammy folded.
Yeah. That was what I didn't expect to happen, but I just
Same flop
set
almost.
mining. I feel like it's you can leak a lot of money trying to do it. I mean, I know.
How much?
I mean, Paul doesn't even have that much money to be.
That was a problem. I think what he's maybe possibly hoping is that Paul has played fairly tight, that he might be able to move him off of a hand like jacks, queens, kings maybe on the right flop. But also I think he thought that Tammy was never folding.
What's that rule for set mining? Like the 10 times their stack?
Something like that.
I learned it from Bart Hansen.
And you forgot it on your own.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 10 times. Like if he raised, I mean, what did he raise pre-flop?
52.
$52. So if he doesn't have a $520 stack, it's not really worth set mining.
Oh, that's pain was happening right there.
I wish the
And a
pain was
quick
happening.
all in from Cream Pie.
This is all in. I'm gonna take this and get out of here.
So Paul is up a cool $178 here. Nice start for him. Oh, there's a partial smile. Oh, maybe him and Tammy could get drinks afterwards. Yeah, 10% of stack, says Chow.
Yep, exactly. Chow knows what's up. Yes, Basher, this is live.
That was a pretty sick burn there by the Poker on Air mod there.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, it's right there. It's hard to believe it's real money the way Zach is playing. Yikes!
Yeah, that was a good one.
You are
That was
welcome.
very creative. Had a little B-mill twang to it.
We'll give you props
Thing.
when props are due.
And props are due.
I can tell by the way you're typing that you're taking a bow right now. So Mook Boy, you said you're from Columbus. Did you play any of the events this past week
18.
at the Poker Open?
Jopin, they're not so bad. They're actually on level 12, and we are all on level 4. So they are beyond what we can think of.
That's it.
So Mark sits down to a top pair here with Ace Jack. Chris, as you can see, is open-ended.
All right, check for sure. Like, I already know Chris's style.
Oh, check, check.
Give it a float. Don't get there. We're gonna just check that bad boy out. See if my king high is good. Let me think about this here. Yeah.
I'm gonna clear my throat. Make sure I don't misspeak.
Is there any chance that he has some type of 9 hand? No, I'm just holding.
No, that's pretty good. I think you're like doing some mind reading there.
I feel like I told you Reed's spot on. You would love to own these guys. I'm pretty sure slavery has been abolished. So
Thank you, Abe Lincoln.
you cannot own any of them. Unless they're into that sort of thing.
Which we could ask him later on when we do our
Yeah.
post-game interview.
What was that hand earlier that happened that I was curious? Oh, the king 8. Should jot that one down.
Yeah.
See what Cooch was thinking about in that hand.
Was that real?
Was that his real hand, and what was his thought? Because I'm still curious. Did we ever find out? We never found out.
No,
what the,
I don't think so. Chris with Ace Kings here. Ace King offsuit here. He's at 14. Undergun +1. Dan limp defends, or did he? I didn't see if there's a straddler or not.
22.
Kobe tied. If you want to see some 5 betting, even some 6 betting, I think it was. If you watch our older 2-5 game, the first one that Bart Hansen guest commentated on, we did have some pretty sick action on there. So if you want to check that out, I want to say it's from maybe a month and a half ago in our archives. It was actually between Zach, who's at our table right now, and another guy that plays often. His name is Poker Pete. Pretty sick hand. So if you go back there and watch that one, I think you will be satisfied.
I sure was. And I know what own means. Come on, let's be real, chat. I was just pulling your legs, both of them. I was pulling a murder Rick on you.
I mean, his limp call is not the greatest, but his check raise here is. I thought I can get through, but Chris makes the call. Now if I'm Dan here, I'm going to have to keep trying to sell my
Sell your
sell my
story.
line.
I mean, you already set it up. It's just hard because it's like these are one of the players that you kind of don't really want to mess around like this with because he's kind of a station. You know, he's like in there all the time. It's.
Go ahead.
Oh wow. Yeah, Shagazumi, go ahead. Look, he's trying to act all cool. He kind of just. Oh, we didn't see what he does yet.
I still don't think Chris can call ace high. I don't think he has that in his game.
It'd be easier now on the river, but the way
It
the
would
action
be,
went down. But
I just don't know if he thinks like that way.
I feel it too. I feel like he already gave up when he did the whole looked at him. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna check to me?" Okay, I'll check.
Does Dan have something like 3s through 8s?
Like this would be a good time to bluff. Yeah, nice.
85.
It's actually a good bet. I like it.
Chris is already. Oh, he says you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan says I don't.
Yeah, buddy. Look
I'm
at
not
that.
always just a commentator.
I will not be joining the table, unfortunately.
Well, we have actually a code of ethics over here. If you're watching the stream, and even if the table gets thin, we don't want to pull ourselves off the from somewhere else and go play just because we don't think that's very ethical. If you can sit there and watch the cards all night, watch how everyone's playing, then go and jump in. So even if Bobby wanted to, he is not allowed to come play tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already godlike at poker. So, I mean, with all this free information all night, it would just be awful. It wouldn't be fair, you know? But you can catch me on the show coming up July 30th, Chase the Bracelet.
Well, that is the goal. Your literal goal is to win the sit and go that takes place over 13 weeks, then go to Vegas and literally ship the sugar and win a bracelet.
I'm gonna ship all the sugar. Maybe even get a little sugar from some celebrations.
Of course.
Love girls. Hey girls. The ladies. I like the ladies. Queens.
I didn't even get the cushion, though. I passed it on out, yeah.
Said don't talk to him about the ethics.
Even Steven.
Good gravy. Chris gets bluffed off of a decent sized hand. Maybe looks a little tilty.
I love this. See, this is the fun. This is the fun you can have when you are kind of a more, I don't want to say aggressive player. I want to say like when you're always in every hand, like Chris is.
Mm-hmm.
This is the time to shine. This is when it all counts.
I thought I was an 8. I thought I was just gonna be like,
Oops. I like to think all the kind words in chat.
Chris checked, huh?
45. 45.
I mean, he just knows how to play this hand perfect. He knew that Zach was going to bet. Look at the tank, everything. Man, he's really giving it to him.
He even has like the furrowed eyebrow, just like what?
Like,
what
this is
going
an
on over
interesting
there?
hand. I don't really understand.
I don't think you should try checking here though. I just think Zach's is way too good. How much? 150?
Man, that was just way too smooth and too much.
Too much, too smooth.
Well, I think he got the impression that when Zach bet the turn, that he was definitely going to call the river for some reason. But
So
that
he's-
still was
he's-
just...
So he's
And-
tried to just bump it up as high as
I
he could.
guess he was like, I only want you to call with the tippiest top of your range.
The toppiest of the tippiest. Yeah, thank you everyone in there for all the kind words in chat. It does mean a ton. And if you'd like to, you can subscribe and be one of our best buddies. The little blue poker chip next to your name.
The poker chip is awesome, as well as our cool emotes. That's right. I just did an emote of Craig pulling and one of Blunt Step. So
Uh-oh, Tammy's got the honeys. I want to
The
see all. I want to see
ladies.
all the honeys in the chat.
I was just talking about the ladies and how much I love them, and here we are. I get to see 2 of them, 3 of them, really.
3 of them, yeah.
4 players.
No one believes Tammy.
Who would? It's not like she only plays the nuts.
This is how she's gonna win all the dollars.
55.
Daniel second pair, Mark with second pair. No flush draws though.
I'm just playing blunt stuff. You know I love you. Okay, and you Craig, and you Craig. Sorry, I mean, upset you guys. I was just joking. You're my best buds. We used to like chat it up and live at the bike. But now I can't. This is how I feel right now.
That's one weepy baby.
It's Bible pump.
I don't even know what that even means.
Did you know now you can click the smiley face and click all and all the emotes come up? It's a new thing. Pretty sweet, guys. Or the channel ones. There's ours. You can use them.
What?
Teaching you guys something new. So now you don't need to know all the codes.
Oh
You can
my
just click the smiley face.
Goodness gracious.
There you go.
Let's have fun with that, boys and girls.
I am covering up, Blunt. I'm covering up a lot of things. Ladies.
On that last one? Yeah. No. Oh, it's not. I popped.
Here we go now.
Here we go now.
Bunch of limp.
Feel the flow.
5-3 is good. Man.
Okay, I was about to say, if Dan limps from the button with ace jack, we got a problem.
Brent, kick him out of the world.
I didn't know
Just-
if you'd fire at the end. Sorry.
We can call a brick.
3 players.
Female is always good for a few lessons learned. Wow. How many? Were people just flopping flushes tonight? No big deal.
Man. Bam.
And Tammy actually flops a gutter ball here.
Dude, Chris is so lucky, man.
Dude, he flops straights,
Straight
flushes.
And I bet you
NAD.
the board paired, so he's going to slow it down. Got to slow down the board paired.
I feel bad for your brain cells always rinsing, but thanks for watching. We do appreciate it.
Are you sure it's from watching this, or?
Probably the LSD. Oh, thank goodness. My nose is really itchy, but I was on camera that whole time. Now I got it.
Yeah, just have no fear, dude. Who cares? Itch that nose.
I've seen that episode of Seinfeld. It was a scratch.
You'll only have to go back and watch it. After I'm done showing you all my cards.
I mean, for all you guys watching, this is for your entertainment.
I just showed the last
We're not claiming to be some training site to teach you how to play poker.
I actually don't
It's just
like
you watch and enjoy. Have some laughs. Have some fun.
If you don't giggle, then what's the point? That's just life roll.
A little life lesson. You gotta giggle to
Dude, my
You
nose
don't.
isn't feeling much better now. Thanks for all the concerns.
Oh boy.
Carl coming in hot.
Carl coming in hot. Did he come in hot, or did he just?
He raised. He made
Oh,
it
okay.
12, 11. Yeah, if I'm Chris, the way I'm running, folding is not an option any longer.
Yeah, I'm probably even 3-bet with that hand from the button. Just cause. Just because.
Oh, really? You're a demon.
Suspect. You guys.
And Tammy's flops a bit. She's winning all the money, so it's either her or Chris taking it all.
I mean, the poker gods have given her the opportunity to take it all. And it's happening. Sometimes you run like that, you know?
Well, Tammy has the exact worst hand against Carl right now.
Yeah, but is she ever letting go? Let's be real. Carl's gonna have to make a. Oh, I mean, it's Carl. He's folding. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh.
This is not the Carl we're used to.
What is this?
What's up, Giant Blue? Blinds are $1 and $2.
He's like, you know what?
We love them.
I know that Tammy plays fairly straightforward, so let's see what this river is, and I'm gonna give it to her.
The backdoor flush does. Oh, here's that weird small bet again.
Yeah, see?
We'll see if
I'd be
Carl picks
tempted
up on it.
to raise. I mean, every time.
20
it just doesn't
20
make
into
sense.
109. There
This
it is.
is just
there
my
it is.
thing.
Here
I
it
can't
comes.
stop. Here it is. This is what I'm saying. You can't not raise. It's like, it's just like free money. Although, I don't know if he raised enough.
No, I think you kind of have to bomb it.
You have to bomb it. I mean, you have to make it look like,
Like
I'm
you have to
trying
like you have to go ridiculous, but like I mean now she wants to call 55 to win 209.
You don't really raise based off of her size. You raise based off the pot.
Exactly.
So if she makes it 20 into, what was it, 180 or something? Insane.
She made 20 into. Let's do the math.
20 to 140 or something like that.
129.
129. So
No, 109. Because her 20 is already taken in. 20 into 109. So that made it 129, and Carl made it 80, so that makes it
either way,
209.
I'd be raising to at least 100. I mean, I'm 20 into 108. Yeah, that's right.
Except that mystery dollar.
That mystery dollar.
Dude, Blunt Step just gets up early and just starts cracking jokes all day.
Dude, I love Blunt Step and Craig, man. They're my faves.
Like when we're like rich and just like buying yachts, they will be living on them with us.
I don't know about all that. Blunt Step. I mean, they can live with you, but you guys can visit.
Grady, he's in there. He's in
Sorry.
here. He's in here
Sorry.
for an hour and 51 minutes. He's already kicking people out of the yacht.
All right, you're all welcome to the yacht. You just can't sleep on it.
That show one, right? Ace 10.
Nice. Well played.
Someone's
Carl.
like ace 10. I think it was
Yeah.
Chris. He's like, you gotta show one, right? So he shows the ace. He goes ace 10.
Ace
Yep,
10 for sure.
That's it.
He's for sure having ace 10.
So I do think we both like agree that Carl's bet was a little tiny, but
It had
the purpose
effect.
of it was right on par.
Yeah, and I like that by Carl. I mean, honestly, like I've played a lot with Carl. Not recently, like not since he's played at the shoe and played 2-5 and whatnot. But from what I remember, I mean, he played pretty tight and pretty straightforward. But I have never actually seen his cards, so now that I get to witness it, I see that he's got some game.
We are all witnesses.
Witness. Hashtag harder. Man, these viewers. Just gaining them.
Scoop, scoop, scoop.
Just gaining them all.
He's saying his own stuff. I'll try that 18 again.
Paul's taking his chance here at ace queen.
Paul is, I mean, he's playing really tight. I don't know. I mean, he might not have had much. I haven't really been paying much attention to his cards, but I mean, he's been pretty quiet for the most part, it seems. I mean, he
Well,
just
he-
gets kings and aces, and
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think he just folds so fast sometimes. I don't think we see a lot of his junk.
yeah,
Doesn't show up on the screen very long.
he's a fast folder.
He forgot himself. Yeah, I thought he was going all in for a second. Oh, dang, Zach, I didn't want to get
Carl
you
comes
all
back to the
fouled
table
up
with the
there.
baby water.
Hashtags are played, let it go. I do agree, but that was kind of an inside joke because last Tuesday I was wearing a shirt that was a Nike shirt and it said hashtag harder on it.
Wow, is Chris running awesome or what?
He's running so good.
15's bet.
Yo, DM 77T, are you going to be giving me updates since I can't watch it?
Please.
Has Ryan, you been here all night?
I thought I saw him earlier, Chad.
So did I. I thought you maybe took a nap.
He disappeared.
18 was pre-flop, and then 15 was just that. It was 8 to 18, and now it's 15.
I'd like to thank Chris for the recap.
Yeah.
He is really paying attention. Good thing because he's in the hand.
Thanks, Blunt Step.
30.
30.
Is Chris male Tammy?
I mean,
Like he's
my mind's kind of blown now.
like
My mind is
they're
blown.
kind of similar. Like when they have like these kinds of hands, they just kind of blast away. Like even if Paul would represent a jack there, I don't think Chris is ever folding. Like they kind of get these hands where this kind of like just jaws of life. They're just on it, and you cannot
I don't
pry
think
them
that
off.
it's like I don't think it's like it's Tammy and it's Chris. I think it's just like most players. It's just like a category that
now,
they're.
now my mind's blown.
Yep. Think about that one.
I'll take any other.
Wait,
What? Are we getting high tech or what?
What is happening?
Wow, that is ill.
And Goth, I'm sorry that you weren't here last week to view our jokes with everybody else. But since you're here this week, you can tune in next week, and when we say stuff about this week, you can join in. But I appreciate your opinion.
12.
For everybody else that seems to be enjoying the show, let's continue on with poker.
Never fold.
I thought we were in a black hole for a second.
2 more. Winners one.
I think we actually had a hard time getting people tonight due to the fact that tonight is a clinching game for the Cavaliers. So a lot of people wanted to be at home or at the game or somewhere watching that. So
5 players.
they'll be back.
You're playing show 1, not 7.
yeah, this show one stuff's gonna, yeah.
Oh, it's not 7.
Four?
It's not 7.
No fours anywhere.
22.
What was that? 4 for what? I forget.
22 for that.
This dude's all about the blacks and the slaves thing. I don't even know
I don't
what's
know.
going on with that.
I think it went back to when.
You talk about people owning.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one quick joke. No big deal. Let's move on.
This is a friendly pot.
I didn't realize you
Everybody's happy to be in it. Typical, right?
messed me up.
Right. So Chris pops top pair here,
I checked, Dan checked, Chris did.
and then black hole came back for a second.
That call.
Thank you, DM77T.
No text. No.
Your updates are much appreciated.
5.
I have an iPod that's like hooked up to my email account that I can use that to text with my phone.
Tell you what, Zach is he's just all over the map.
Respond.
Like I know he knows how to play, but I feel like sometimes he's like always just trying to figure something out.
I think
can I get away with this?
he does
Can
the thing that I used to do is, how can I win this pot? That was like my question to myself about everything.
5.
How can I win this pot? What can I do? How can I play this hand to win this? And it worked out actually really well for me, but eventually it can catch up to you.
I remember that, coming home from our sessions and talking about
100.
doing that, like trying to find that every little tiny little inch you can,
Right. How can
You
I
can
play
gain
this
from.
hand to represent this hand, or
how to win the most and how to get to fold the most often. Ooh. Are they playing show 1 or something? Did something happen that we're not aware of?
he just likes showing. Every time he shows, he wants to show you that he had the goods.
So he shows an 8. Everyone knows he has a king or a 4, so it's not like
Somebody said Zach is just highly allergic to money.
that might be.
That could be. That could very well be. I mean, I remember there was this video that Phil Goffman made a long time ago, and he was speaking about how he plays hands, how he approaches hands, and what can make you better. And I think it's one of the things. It's similar to what we're talking about is to represent a different hand than you actually have and play it that way.
Yeah. It's one of those things like people were talking about earlier about leveling themselves. I think it's just really easy to do when you're playing low stakes.
Definitely.
You think like you're thinking on these upper levels like, oh, if I do this, they're gonna fold, and no, they're not thinking on that level. So
Right.
you have no chance of them thinking the way you're thinking.
It's so easy to level yourself at lower stakes. I mean, just because of your thought process and how it's developed, you're thinking on such a different level that you can do that. Like you'll think too deep about a hand or too far ahead when it's actually very simple, and make incorrect decisions based on it, and it sucks really bad when it happens.
Definitely.
And that's the problem that I have a lot sometimes is I overcomplicated hands that are so simple. And we just have Mr. Murder Rick in the chat. What?
From what I can tell, it's the real deal.
It's the real deal, Murder Rick?
Yep.
All right, guys. You better watch out. Better keep that.
I thought you were busting into a Christmas song.
You better watch out, though. Getting tattooed tonight. Couldn't be there.
On your face? Like what? That seems like the next logical location.
You want action or not?
No more jokes for tonight. Everybody knows.
Yeah, you want action?
Dan says you want action and calls him.
Sorry if I win.
That's the classic line. I love it. I love when people ask me that at the table. Do you want action? Yes. Yes, I do want action.
No, I'm here to steal $3.
Give me all the action.
Look at that fold by Mark. Oh, it's a fold, Mark.
It's nice to see that nice little blue chip next to your name, Mr. Murder Rick.
Up, lay down. Up, lay down. Save yourself some money. Seat in the pot.
Chase the bracelet.
I'll just-
www.ctv.tv.
Looks like we are sweetening the pot here again.
Seasoning the
Oh,
pot.
I see what you did there. So the winner of this hand is going to win this comfy seat cushion.
Dan does not come along with it.
Nope, sorry. Nor does any Jurassic Park DVD. But yeah, so what's happening in July 30th, I've been corrected, is our Chase the Bracelet show. So you have to tune in. We'll be airing twice a week starting in July.
It's going to be amazing.
Here on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, it will be our Chase the Bracelet show, in which you can finally scratch that itch that's been burning inside you to watch Bobby B. Million Miller play week after week. See
I
how he
will be
does.
playing every week for your enjoyment, and you can just tear me apart. Not literally.
25. He's got another winner show. Does that mean he doesn't
That's
have
it.
a show?
Carl says, I need a little extra cushion.
He says, "Give me the cushion." Look, I have a king.
He's like, give me the cush. And
You're also the proud owner of that.
Oh man.
you guys can't see this, but Bobby is giving me the dumbest look. Like, what is wrong with you?
Kings. We get some kings. Tightest players. Comes in.
Little do they know that we take all those seat cushions back at the end of the night for the next show.
We got stacks. If you want one, contact us. We'll sell you one.
Well, we got one hand without him.
You win it?
No,
No,
they lost. I bluffed them.
You didn't make good use of it.
They lost the kings.
And it was for a cushion.
And for a cushion.
I guess we're just that lucky, DB. 1122.
If you and your friends would like to play at the Poker on Air Penthouse Studio and have your game broadcast to the world, just give us a call. Your friends or league can rent our studio and play on our brand new custom-built RFID poker table, while we capture all the fun and action using 7 high-definition cameras and our live stream studio switcher. Play live while our commentators call all the action and bring your game to life. So if it's your league's final game of the season, or you and some friends just want to have fun, the Poker on Air studio is available to you. We can even take our show on the road and broadcast live from your event or casino. The graphics and sponsors on this custom traveling table can be changed to meet the needs of your event. Even better, if you would like a custom RFID table built for you or your venue, or would like to become a Poker on Air Broadcast City franchise, we can help you with that request as well. For more information, just give us a call at the number on your screen or email us at producer@pokeronair.com. Poker on Air, Let's deal you in.